Let me ask you something. Have you ever been doing nothing, literally nothing, and then out of nowhere, you feel weird? Not heartbroken, not furious, just hollow. Like your energy got unplugged. You scroll your phone, nothing. You try music, still nothing. You watch motivation clips, somehow you feel even worse. And you catch yourself thinking, why can't I just feel okay for no reason? Here's the part that surprises most people. Your brain can shift into a better state in about 15 seconds, without fixing your life, without pretending everything is perfect, and without forcing a fake smile. Today, I'm going to show you 3 simple brain tricks that can lift your mood fast. But listen, the third one is the strongest because it changes how your brain responds to stress in the moment. If you miss it, you miss the one that rewires your spiral button. So stay till the end. Before we get into the tricks, quick story. Picture this. 2 people have the exact same rough day. Same traffic, same pressure, same awkward conversation, same problems waiting at home. At night, one person keeps replaying everything and feels heavy for hours. The other person still had a bad day, but their body settles down faster and they feel okay again. What's the difference? Not their life, not luck, not personality. It's what their brain did in the first few seconds after stress hit. Because your brain's main job isn't happiness, it's speed. It reacts fast to keep you safe, and once the reaction starts, your body chemistry follows, like a chain reaction. The good news, when you understand the chain reaction, you can interrupt it, almost instantly. That's what these 3 tricks are. Let's jump into trick number 1.
Trick number 1, the face style, fast safety signal. Most people don't realize this. Your emotions aren't created only by your thoughts. Your brain also reads your body like a report card, and your face is one of the loudest signals your brain listens to. So do this with me right now. No big smile, nothing dramatic. Slightly lift your eyebrows like you're gently curious. Unclench your jaw. Let your lips soften and raise the corners just a tiny bit, like a quiet, I'm okay. Hold that for 15 seconds. Here's what's happening under the surface. Your brain receives a message that says, we're not in danger. And when your brain believes you're safe, it starts lowering stress signals and shifting your nervous system out of alert mode. You're not thinking happy, you're sending a safety cue. And this matters because your brain responds to physical signals faster than it responds to logic. Thoughts can take time. Body cues are instant. This is where people get it backwards. They wait to feel better first, and then their face relaxes. But your brain often works the other way around. Relax the signal first, and the feeling starts to follow. Now, trick number 1 helps your body calm down. But what if your mind won't stop? What if the thoughts keep circling? That's trick number 2.
Trick number 2. Label it, loosen it. Stop the spiral. When you're stressed, anxious, or low, it can feel like you are the emotion, like it took over your whole system. But your brain has 2 different gears, a reactive gear and a thinking gear. When emotions spike, your brain throws you into reaction mode. Here's the shortcut that pulls you back. The moment you notice that off feeling, say one simple sentence, quietly or out loud. I'm noticing anxiety. I'm noticing tension. I'm noticing irritation. I'm noticing emptiness. That's it. No deep analysis, no fixing, no backstory. Why does this work? Because naming the emotion activates the part of your brain that observes. And when the observer turns on, the emotional alarm often turns down. Think of it like this. When you're inside a storm, you're soaked. But when you label it, you step back. Now you're watching the storm through a window. Same storm, but less power over you. And here's the key. Your brain can't fully panic and fully label at the same time. Labeling interrupts the loop. Now imagine combining trick number 1 and trick number 2. Your face tells your brain, we're safe. Your words tell your brain, I can see what's happening. That alone can shift your state quickly. But we're not finished, because trick number 3 does something different. It triggers the brain chemical that makes you feel like life is moving again. And this is the one most people completely misunderstand.
Trick number 3, the 15-second micro-progress dopamine trigger. Most people chase happiness like it's a reward you get after life improves. They wait for good news. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect mood. But your brain doesn't primarily release dopamine after success. It releases dopamine during progress, even tiny progress. And once you learn how to create that progress on demand, you can lift your mood almost instantly. Here's the rule. Pick a small action that takes less than 15 seconds. Something so small your brain can't argue with it. Examples. Straighten your posture right now. Take one slow breath in and out. Drink one sip of water. Wipe one tiny spot on your desk. Write one word on a note. Start. Check off one micro task you've been avoiding. Do one right now. What just happened? Your brain detected movement forward, progress, and progress triggers dopamine. That dopamine isn't just pleasure. It supports focus, hope, and energy. It's the chemical that whispers, keep going. That's why starting feels hard, because your brain hasn't gotten the progress signal yet. But once you start, your brain starts cooperating. Most people wait to feel motivated, then act. But your brain works the opposite way. Act first, and motivation often shows up after. This trick is powerful because it works in almost any situation. Bad mood? Micro progress. Low energy? Micro progress. Stuck in overthinking? Micro progress. You don't need a life makeover in that moment. You just need a tiny forward move so your brain releases the right chemistry. Now put all 3 together. Soften your face. Name the emotion. Create one micro win. In under a minute, your nervous system can shift, not because your problems vanished, but because your brain stopped treating the moment like an emergency. That's real control. And the more you practice these tricks, the faster they work. These aren't long habits you have to build for months. They're quick levers you can pull when you need them. Let's wrap this up. Here's the truth most people never learn. Happiness isn't always something you find. A lot of the time, it's something you activate. Your brain already has the mechanisms. You just learned how to use them. A fast safety signal through your face, a spiral breaker through labeling, a dopamine trigger through micro-progress. So next time you feel off, numb, overwhelmed, or stuck, don't wait for the mood to change. Flip the trick. Because feeling better isn't always far away. Sometimes it's one small signal, one sentence, and one tiny action.